through. Moving on to the city, more classic favorites are back. Start your engines and finish the race at Mobile One Grand Prix. Get in on some 3-on-3 action at Chord Conqueror, or take on the Kia Challenge. And listen up for new music. Columbia Records tracks are live now, featuring artists SSG Kobe, Cochise, and 24K Golden. Finally, starting today, Halloween apparel has arrived.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our... Before we get going, let's hear from David.
Thank you very much.
I can see why, DA. And I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Ja Morant. He's out there with Boss, and it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks. And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change. But sometimes it's not the system. And some. Sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
On the wing, Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish. And
you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Brooks, the pass to Boss. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the baseline jumper, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now, Brunson against New Orleans, who is really on his game. And there it is for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brooks. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Drives to the hoop.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Pass to Kleba. And there's the pass to Brunson. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Here's Boss. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Brown's checked in for Porzingis. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Doncic against Brooks. Doncic, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And that one's good. Doncic.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 12 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. And Doncic throws it down.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Doncic kicks to Burke. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Boss. Pass to Brunson. Now Doncic from deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's Boss. Burke covering. Morant with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Brunson. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit. He's got to step up.
Only one miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Mavericks trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Doncic. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And that one's good. Morant.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
And so it's Dallas with it. 11-point game. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Doncic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Brunson with it, now defended by Adams. To the inside, here's Brown, good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Passes to Boss. To the paint, here's Jackson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Burke. He had 25 points last game. Here's Brunson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pass to Boss. Now here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 7 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the wing on the left. Brunson against Jackson. Brunson kicks to Burke. Back to Brunson. Brooks against Doncic. Over Brooks. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 11 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Boss, guarded by Doncic. Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Doncic, no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Jackson. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Mavericks trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Boss passes to Morant. There's the pass to Jackson. Over Kleba. Jackson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Looking to get it going. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, there's a subtle but real and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Porzingis. Kleba with it. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Burke. Here's Doncic. Clock at 6. For 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Boss. Then it's Brooks. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
Let's go. Now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Here's Boss. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Boss, Adams trying to free himself up. They get it back. Jackson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now, here's Doncic. Last game, 26 points. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Kleber. Kleber's got his first basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Boss passes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Brown is checked in for Porzingis.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Here's Boss. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 7 points.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Here's Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. And that's now 20 points for Luka Doncic.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Brooks, the pass to Boss. There's the dish to Adams. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Doncic against Brooks. Again, the Mavericks score.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Now here's Burke. Guarded closely. Outside Hardaway. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Hardaway has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Grizzlies making the shot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's 9 points for Tim Hardaway. And as you can see, he still wears Hardaway Jr. on the back of his jersey, Clark, showing respect for the path his father laid.
And, Kevin, how cool is that? You know, his dad, Tim Hardaway Sr., was an all-star point guard. And even if Jr. never makes an all-star game, he certainly is making his father proud. That's a real cool story, the Hardaway.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Here's Boss. That one good for 2. Boss has got 28. So for Dallas, their last game a win against New Orleans.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 9. Over Jackson. Hardaway, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Burke. Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's Doncic. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Into the lane. And that one's good. Burke's got his first points of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Now, here's Doncic. 24 points for him. Out to the wing. And it's Hardaway atop the key. Kept alive. Round kicks to Doncic. The second chance effort. Brooks grabs the board.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And the basket by Jackson.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Doncic passes to Burke. Stolen by Brooks. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Burke. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Brooks. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The shot's good. Doncic has got 26 points.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Brooks outside. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boss has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Moses Brown. Luka Doncic out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Brunson. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Brunson no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Here's Boss. Chalk up 2 there. Boss has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Grizzlies.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. And so far, no go.
Now here's Doncic. Over Adams. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
That's his second personal foul.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis has checked in. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Boss. Down low, Morant with the steal. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Boss passes to Adams. Here's Boss, guarded by Doncic. Here's Boss. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Burke. Steven Adams making his last shot. Burke kicks to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis fires the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 13.
Hitting threes playing the 5 might be Porzingis' best attribute. I mean, it does effectively space the floor when your 5-man can shoot like he does.
Now here's Adams. Basket counts. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Doncic against Brooks. Brown. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Morant passes to Boss. To the middle. Adams' shot is off. Mavericks trail by 19, and Burke has it in the corner. Another 3 for Dallas.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Grizzlies substitution.
Driving to the basket. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Boss has got 34 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The pass to Kleber. Six to shoot. Inside. No one near him. And he gets the basket. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
Number 17.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the middle, here's Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
Jackson passes to Boss. An easy 2 points on the layup. And that's now 38 points for Boss.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. The 10-footer. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut down to 9 in the bucket from Hardaway.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Bain. Count that one. Bain's got 7.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Jones against Doncic. Up top, Powell. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Boss. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up. That one is off.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Brown's checked in for Powell. And Memphis also making a switch. Brooks checked in. Here's Boss. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3. Point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Pulls up. Offline. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front. Lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Boss is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Here's Boss. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Pass to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Brown trying to free himself up. That shot missing. And it's Memphis the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Memphis moving that ball around. Good.
Number 17.
Boss has got 45 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Brown outside. Outside Hardaway. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Hardaway up top. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here he goes, and it's blocked by Brown to the left side wing. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Jones, the pass to Adams. Here's Boss. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Brown finds Doncic. And there's the drive. It's good. Doncic has got 30 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Boss. Adams down low. Brown's there. Adams' shot is good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Up top, Doncic. Defended by Jones. Doncic, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Down low. Boss passes to Adams. Pass to Boss. Back to Adams. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Doncic passes to Brown. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Hardaway, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Burke in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson.
Grizzlies ball.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Boss passes to Morant. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Adams.
You look at Porzingis, guys, and I like his versatility, especially on the defensive end where he can guard multiple positions.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 3rd assist on the night. There's the drive. And another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. From downtown, the Grizzlies pull it in. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. There's the lob to Jackson. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Boss passes to Jackson. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Burke. Porzingis trying to get free. Burke can't get it to go. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's on Luka Doncic. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message, because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message, and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forward.
Doncic against Brooks. Back to Burke. Shoots over Adams, and Adams sends it back. Brooks, the pass to Boss. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Doncic against Brooks. Will it go? And it's good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. Boss passes to Brooks, shoots over Burke, and it's Memphis with another.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boss passes to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Doncic looking it over. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Now the pass to Brunson. Shoots over Adams, and Adams sends it back.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Memphis moving it around. From 10 feet out, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Maverick shooting here about 46% for the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brunson uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Boss. Jackson down low. He's covered by Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Adams, the pass to Boss. Adams trying to free himself up. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 56 points in the game. And here is Doncic. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Morant against Brunson. Morant passes to Boss. And it goes down 2 points. Boss has got 58.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Doncic. Over Brooks. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 11 points here in just the second half. Memphis has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Boss. Burke covering. Brooks kicks to Morant. Passes it to Boss. To the inside. Out to Morant. And the three off target. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Burke looking over the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
Brooks against Doncic.
2 minutes.
And the rejection by Jackson. To the paint. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Doncic against Brooks. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of... So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hey, everyone.
Wow, man, player of the month. Well deserved, MP. How does it feel?
You know, the award is nice, but you want to know what really makes me happy? Knowing that I'm pulling my actual weight. There's a lot of people involved in this thing. You got 14 other guys on an active roster, everyone in the G League, the coaching staff, the front office. All right, no more questions? Thank you.
What's going on, Candace?
Hey, good to see you. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Oh, yeah, of course. Look, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Honestly, you are the only person I wanted to tell this to.
Wow. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you. Wow. Well, I know you're busy and, I just want to get right into this. I have a question about some reports here that I'm hearing.
Let's do it.
So can you address the reports that you're looking for a trade?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that. First of all, I love it here. This is a great city with amazing fans.
Okay, that's 100% clear.
Hey, look, like I said, I just wanted to get you the right story.
Well, anytime you want to get anything off your chest, you know where to find me, MP.
Appreciate that, Candace. I'll see you.
All right, check it out.
Check 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. In my Kiki, I'm with Didi and Vanessa. Top now on my roster, get the motion, not the lesser. Papa met me in the valley, dropped the